Hey everybody, we're back with more Skies of Arcadia. Good time. Good time with Skies of Arcadia. Streambot. Make sure that's working. Streambot isn't connected, so let's reset that because that's wonderful. Good thing I checked that. Could have had a problem. Interesting, it's not connecting. I guess we're not streaming with the bot today. It should be connected, it's supposed to do it automatically. Stream is offline, but it isn't. Okay, we're doing session 8. It knows we're doing session 8. Yeah, let's turn it off and then start it again one more time. See if we get anywhere with that. Otherwise, we'll just leave it for today and do the stream without the bot. We've done the stream without bots before. We'll have to look into it. Blades. Yeah, we'll have to leave that for tonight then. Wasted enough time, let's get started. We were probably about to go and fight a boss. 22 hours. Oof. There we go. Yeah, this looks like a boss room. I said this before we left last time, but this looks really nice. Oh, there it is. This is where the turtle boss was? Delete clips. Probably, but I've not tried. Why? See, you are blue, which means... Okay, we're all good to go. get prepped and have Fina cast Lunar Blessing again. Wonder how long this fight's gonna be. Ooh. I hadn't checked. You know what, I'll do it now while we're doing this fight, actually. How to switch on the phone. Attack, Lunar Blessing, and attack.
Give us your blessing.
I don't want the dashboard. That's probably going to be a pain to deal with.
Take this and cook.
Yep. Oh, here it is. A new favorite word. I hadn't noticed that. Yeah, I found that to be a problem with making clips on stream. Oftentimes you end up with 2 clips. There's some clips from some of the older streams that I never did that it says I did. Which is kind of confusing. Cleansing? No, I want Lunar Winds.
Here goes.
Is Steel Skin only for 1 turn? That's a question. Oh wow, I've not seen this one before. Well, at least it does damage, even if there wasn't anything to remove from it. Oh. You've got to be kidding me, it can heal itself fully. Oh, this is going to be a nasty fight. Sakrulin's full heal, isn't it? Full heal, jeez. I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. This isn't going to be a case about powering it as well. There's no way, even if we were all doing special attacks, super moves, there's no way we could do enough damage to kill it in a single turn. Or even get it halfway. So it begs the question of, what are we going to do? Let's see, what do we got? Skull Shield? Nah. Could do an Alpha Storm, but I don't think it'd be very useful. Epsilon Mirror. Build up her MP again. We'll start focusing with some magic attacks.
Over there.
That's a bad sign if a boss just flaunts their ability to fully heal themselves. Plus the counter attacks are a problem. Okay. Noxy. It's blue, so it's weak to green. I doubt poison will work, but you never know with a boss like this. And then for later on, we've got Silensis. For the minute, let's do quicker. And... in fact... Incremus is 16. That's something to work up to. Quicker. Noxy. Sacres.
Take this.
Moons, give me strength.
I hope poison will work. Then again, I imagine quicker was kind of unnecessary since everyone's taking their turn before the turtle is.
Give me strength.
Damn. It's a water spell, and that's a tough one.
This should work.
You know, I might be misremembering, but I feel like Skies of Arcadia is full of those kinds of fights. I remember playing JRPGs as a kid and having boss fights that would just take ages, and they were really kind of exhilarating if you won them because it was such a long and arduous battle. There was a lot of focus involved and it was really cool. But then going back to stuff like, where's Sacrum? I don't have any more Sacrum crystals. Which means I need to do Sacrum normally.
Moons, give me strength.
Like, going back to a lot of the JRPGs from my childhood, and a lot of the boss fights just don't last that long. Like, the thought of boss fights in Final Fantasy VII taking that long, it's like, no they don't. Final Fantasy VIII, no they don't. Skies of Arcadia, based on how we've been going so far, I think it's this that I got that idea from. They can be really exhilarating if you manage to win them, but if you lose them, they are some of the most frustrating things ever. Do another Sacrum then. I get the feeling we're gonna need it.
Moons, give me strength.
But it's for reasons like this that I really didn't want to start this fight at the end of the last stream. I mean, I don't like ending streams on a downer anyway. But then going into a boss fight like this, and I feel like there's a sequence after this, it's going to take a while as well before we can save again. Alright, we've got 16 Incremus.
Moons, give me strength.
Boost everybody.
Here goes.
Interesting idea that every spell in this game takes 1 MP. It feels like we're getting somewhere, but if it casts Sacral in again, we've got a problem. I think that's the tier 2 water spell. Yeah. Single target, but big enough to hit more than one. There is that. With RPGs, I feel like going back to them and finding them not as difficult as you expected is down to a greater capability for strategy that you've grown into.
Give me strength.
It feels like we're doing good, but again, if it casts Sacralin again, all of this is undone. And that's a real worry. Like that problem I had with Persona 5, where a late game boss would summon minions, and those minions, one of the minions that it would summon would fully heal it, and that boss fight took me ages. It's like, without Sacralin, this isn't a difficult fight. But I'm not sure if this is a game where the enemies have an unlimited MP pool.
How about you?
I said this during the last stream, but the 200 HP regen is becoming more and more worthless as we go further. Focus. Give me a Sacrum and attack.
Move! Give me strength!
Hey, it's going well. Focus. Do a Royal Blade. Actually, that is enough. I thought Royal Blade was 9. Pull out all our big attacks and hopefully we'll finish it this turn. And it won't have been as long as I was expecting.
Here
You know, I always forget about everything inside the Tower of Babel except for
An utter victory.
the CPU fight and I'm thinking the four fiends fight, but isn't that in the Giant of Babel? But well, you know, that actually went a lot smoother than I expected after that one point. Yeah, that's good boosts. Alright, let's get going. And the blue moon crystal should be here. There it is. It's right there. Huh. We didn't get a look with the green crystal, but that's a different shape to the red crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a reason that whenever you find art of the main characters in this game, it's always Vice, Ica, and Fina, and they never include Drachma, Gilda, or Enrique. Alright, that should be it. Yeah, let's go back. Rubicante. I was thinking Barbarissa. Barbarisia? The Wind Fiend, if you did fight one in the tower. But entering the tower through the underground passage, Rubicante does make sense. Hmm. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been through 4, and you know my feelings towards 4 anyway. Okay. We bought stuff from the ship merchant last time, so we should be ready for any kind of fight we have to do. Let's head up to the... what's the dude? Tower of Zot. You know, I understand why they blur together for me. But let's talk to Mikado. Since we got the blue crystal, we should be able to just leave, but... eh. That's a weird elevator noise. You know, I didn't clock that it'd be round when they were calling it the Magosphere last time. I was only barely paying attention. Yes, but without us, you wouldn't have it. Yeah. You were very evasive there, that's... Hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. You don't need 2 towers like that. So why were they evasive about the succession line? Okay. Oh, so that's the problem with the line of succession. Oh, this is something that we didn't expect to stumble onto. Oh no, please, go and tell your father, I'm so intimidated. Really? I never knew that. I've never explored for after doing the stuff that you need to. Whenever I play 4, it's always go through the events of the game and then we're done. There was that one time when I did some of the bonus stuff that was added in advance, and that was kind of it. Well, I expect our time here is going to be extended somewhat. I've said it before, but I love just how well these facial expressions convey exactly what they're thinking. Limited facial expressions, but perfectly used. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. You made it across the desert. This is going to get tricky. If anyone could swindle the blue moon crystal out of their hands, it'd be Bellizer. Oh, that's... no. Now we need the damn thing to work. I don't know why it's not connecting. Give me a minute, let me look into this. I have this music playing while we do it. The chatbot thing's irritating me anyway. Let's take a quick look in my settings, see if I can figure this out. There's the chatbot connected. What if I disconnect and then reconnect it? Okay, it's disconnected. We're probably best off leaving it for now, it could take a while. Alright. But yeah, if anybody could swindle the blue moon crystal from the Yafatomans, it would be Bellizer. Black ships. Treachery is afoot. Alright, let's go. So, after we're done here, that's 3 of the moon crystals. That leaves purple and yellow. We'll need to find a way inside the Maw of Tartar. Is that what it's called? Tartar? Sooner or later, the Valuans are going to find a way through it. They've surrounded the ship. So how big was the desert? Interesting. So there's now a way back through without going through the Dark Rift again. My surprise is Bella's is with him. But I'm guessing they need more than just cunning to... Oh, they thought they'd need more than just cunning to deal with us this time.
See you around, handsome.
I got a bad feeling about this. No, stopping them by force would make us the aggressors here. And that wouldn't sit well. Exactly. Occupy. This could be troubling. That means that she's already established. And can Gilmore rule as a figurehead? Criminals or not, now we're in a bad place. With them in charge. We're essentially criminals anyway. Moegi got away? Seriously, they let her get away. To be fair, it was obvious they were both going to be traitors the minute we saw their faces. Oh, now we go. No, that was the wrong idea. Damn it. I don't want to have to think smart. I want to go and have action. Let me do action. And we're out. This way, this way, this way. More saccharin crystals, that's good stuff. Okay, turn the camera. There we go. It would be nice if more media, especially Japanese media, would actually have the inevitable traitors not look obvious as traitors. Oh, we're going up. Where the Valuans can't possibly get us, even their ships can't reach this high. But for how long?
Yes?
You want it to be free. To be a part of their world. Well, let's go find him. Joker being a model prisoner. I think my favourite example of that kind of thing with the 60s Batman stuff is the movie where they've kidnapped Commodore Schmidlap and the Joker delivers him his morning tea. And the Commodore just doesn't get it at all. It's weird. Hilarious, I love it. Well, this is a change of tone. Good thing there's a save point there. Did we ever get a close look at the green moon crystal? Because I don't remember if it wasn't a pyramid. The red one was a pyramid, the blue one's a sphere. I don't think we get the idea that the moon crystals are different shapes until the blue one. A lot of guys with swords. Tenko. I remember those guys.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
I wish I could tell you the Joker fought a good fight. I wish I could tell you that. But present is no fairy tale world. It sounds like I'm doing a Mandarin impression more than Morgan Freeman. I'm not good at impressions.
Over there!
Nasty, but we've got a lot more health than I expected by this point. Meanwhile, I don't know, I'll probably do that one okay. Okay, we need to kill that guy. Okay, which one is it? It's that guy. There we go. They're healing each other. Oh, that wasn't the guy with the power-up. Haha! Just healed the guy who was already at full health because somebody else healed him. Wonderful. Just, is he healing himself as well? All three of them decided, yeah, no, we'll heal this guy. You know what? I'll take this guy out, and everybody else take out this guy. They don't even have 1,000 HP. Yeah, I think I do the meanwhile voice decent enough.
An utter victory.
I think I do an okay Snake voice. It's not a great impression, but I think it's an okay Snake voice. Colonel. Oh wait, well, there we go. Come on, baby, give me a new weapon. Where? If only there was a way to actually sort this. Oh, these, I don't think these are random encounters. I think these are happening every other platform. That's another 4 guys. Actually. That one. And then everybody else take out this one. Now, I feel like we get a soundboard, I'd probably use it too much to the point of it losing all, like, real appeal. I'd get bored at some point and just be like, buh, 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 buh. They all got faster. That could be a problem. Ooh. Yeah. Get him. Get him. One down. Okay, focus on this one. Do the Lambda Burst again. You and you. Oh, that's not going to work anymore. I should probably heal Vice after this. His health's kind of dropping. The idea of the of every spell taking 1 MP and the cost actually being the SP makes out of battle healing really convenient the further into the game you go. Okay, 2 down. Get him. Like that bit in Justice League War where Green Lantern's like, don't worry, I got this. Goes and punches Darkseid in the face. Darkseid backhands him. Green Lantern hits a wall, lands on the ground, and immediately parademons land on him and start punching him. It's hilarious. Okay, healing. Yeah, it's really only Vice who's taking damage. Use the Sacred Crystal then. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, every other one, definitely. Do another Lambda Burst and see how we go.
Prepare yourself.
Over there.
Alright, I wasn't paying attention. How far did we get? Somebody's dead. Good work, Vice. Nice.
Fire consume my enemy!
Getting better. Getting better. Nice. Again, everybody gang up on him. Yeah, this is going pretty well. I think this is going pretty well.
Fun.
I'm gonna say it's going pretty well, and maybe if I say it enough, it'll be going pretty well. Alright, this way. Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna mean something later. So is this gonna be a dungeon in itself? Or are we gonna find Daigo right? Oh, it's you guys. Hello. Yeah, I kind of figured that when every enemy here was called Tenko.
For you to die.
There's a fair point. I think it's obvious at this point that he leads them. So I beat them senseless. You know, though, as leader of the Tenko, that would give us a shot at fighting the Valuan Armada. Well, to be fair, you know, if you're gonna go and do that with an optional boss, well, I suppose your confidence might be bolstered because ultimate weapon is also optional. To be fair, I didn't save your sister. She came in and said, yeah, the secret route is actually over there past you guys. Yeah, as leader of the Tenko, he'd probably have enough ships to put up a fight against the Valuan Armada. No, you haven't. You chose to leave. The Valuans want you to go back. You haven't been exiled at all. Okay.
But
Hey!
Is the time for this? Alright. Go save the day again. After we do a bit of exploring, see if there's any items here. The moonfish somewhere. Hey, Clem. How you doing, buddy? There it is. Get it. What about over here? I don't feel like anything. What about in here? Well, never mind then, let's go. I imagine so, but if you count 100% as getting all the titles, for example, you look at the bottom right there, currently we are Vice the Daring. The title changes as you go through. If you count 100% as hitting the best title, Vice the Legend, you definitely need a guide for it. Also, welcome to the stream, Pearl. Tenko! Assemble! And then we go and fight Thanos. Hello! Yeah, it'd be a good idea for you to not underestimate the Armada. One thing you should learn by now is that every time I go up against them, they've improved. And Beliza doesn't seem the type to make the same mistake twice. So this could be interesting. I thought I was saying kill then. Right, so the way we're looking at the Tenko right now is as the Riders of Rohan. Look to my coming. The first light of the 5th day. Look to the east. Alright, let's go do this. Be a good idea to use some items to make sure we're at full health. Alright, should be good. Let's go do this. I hope I got everything from this place. I don't know if we can come back. I haven't played this in years, Pearl. Well, you know, it's a better ride than Willy Wonka's glass elevator. Yeah, I've not done this in years. I don't know how much I'm missing. No, I understand. Chances are I did miss something. Hopefully it won't cripple me to have missed it. I don't think Skies of Arcadia is that kind of RPG. I've played other RPGs where if you miss something that's very easy to miss, then you are basically screwed. Alright, let's get back to our ship then. They're ready for us. There's the links. Ellison must have had it prepared. There's never going to be a point when Vigoro isn't creepy, is there? Oh, you motherfucker, get off my ship.
Hey, handsome.
Yeah, these are one chance I am. Draco. I don't think its name's been introduced yet, which is kind of surprising. Thanks for that, Pearl.
Go.
It's weird that they've let Mirage have the Delphinus, considering the Delphinus is the single most powerful ship there. There's also that red one on the top right that stood out. Really? I did not know that. That's an interesting bit of trivia there, Pearl. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what Gregorio's ship was called. You steal from ultimate weapon when it's in the air. Would you need long range to be able to do that? Like the long range materia? Yeah. The cameos from Vice, Ica, and I think Fina appears in Valkyria Chronicles as a recruitable character. It was really nice, and it's the only appearance they've had since this game, with the exception of the Skies of Arcadia track in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. You do need long range. That makes sense. Oh, that's good. Call me Captain. Call me Captain again, baby. What we have to hope here is that Mirage is completely inept as a captain. Which he very clearly is, because if he wasn't, he never would have let us get this close. Probably could have done that a bit nicer. Motherfucker stole my ship. Taking this back. That's not good. Probably gonna counter all the hits. Yep.
Here goes.
And that's a counter. And that's a counter. How tough could Mirage be? Ooh. Nasty. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Ah, I forgot to turn the mute off for the desktop audio. Thanks for the follow, Pearl. Appreciate it, friend. And the trivia. The trivia's really good. Livens up stuff like this. If we aim for you, we might hit enough of them. I love these special moves, they're so cool. One down. The rest to follow.
Back off! Now the storm!
Could have done more damage. Air. You mean blue? Because I've always called blue water. Well, I guess blue is wind and water. Blue is weak to green and purple, so life and ice. I'm using life so we can get the, you know, Cutlass Fury, this guy. Using green so we can get more healing spells. Like, the sooner we get Sacralin, the better. Bada bing.
Is it over already?
I hope my crew's okay. Oh, look at this damage. You know, there's very little on the Dreamcast that I'd say wasn't ahead of its time. It's certainly unique in some regards, and very well executed in the ways that it isn't. Kick these guys off my ship. Get off my plane! Oh no, not one guy.
Here goes!
Yeah. Look everywhere while you can.
Over there!
There we go.
An utter victory.
You know what I could do with somebody learning Rizlam? Look at this damage. They've locked the door to the galley? They've locked the door to the crow's nest as well. I'm gonna have to teach this guy a lesson. Really, I'm gonna have to sit down and do some grinding to get some more of the spells. Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, now if Fiona follows that up, and then Enrique can attack somebody else. Oh, damn it. Well, it was definitely a problem a little earlier on, the way the resurrection works. Rizlam is a pain to actually achieve. So for a while, until you're able to actually buy Rizzling crystals, you're left with Risen, which has a 50% chance of working, which is it's not fun.
An utter victory.
Wasn't fun when Dragon Quest did it, it's not fun here. Look at that, they locked the door to the crow's nest. Yeah, we got fresh gear in Yafutoma. We also bought fresh ship parts in Yafutoma. We're all ready for what's coming. And now we end up with the question of... Miraji is in this fight. They're all blue. Is Miraji going to be weak, or is he going to have a single strong attack that will be a problem? Actually, no. Focus on the guards. See how this goes. 2.
Here goes.
Get the third one before he actually starts. And the third one's not starting good.
How about you?
Blood for blood. They're not doing that much damage though. Because he does magic damage. There's your trick. He doesn't do much magic damage. Okay. Focus on them, take them out. Lunar Blessing. And let's see how this one goes. Talking about Final Fantasy VII for a bit. I don't often steal in RPGs. It's not something I do that often. Is he boosting himself? Yes, he is. I can take care of that. Yeah, stealing usually isn't something that comes to mind. It's not like, Geomancer's probably a good comparison in Final Fantasy V. Knowing where to use Geomancer can make certain things a lot easier. No, attack normally. There we go. And in a similar way, knowing where to... No, Final Fantasy V. Knowing where to use Geomancer makes things easier. Knowing where to steal things makes things easier. You know, if only Cupid would go that big and then hit him as a sword. But no, Final Fantasy V with the job system. Nice, wipes away his buff and killed the other guy. I'm just going to wipe away that buff as well. I've got the SP for this.
Prepare yourself.
Got a bunch of health. But he's vulnerable to status effects, really. It's a fair point with the W item glitch in 7. I'm surprised that's not something they fixed in the HD port, the HD in quotes port. Again, and then smack him in the face. See how this one goes? Nice. Love it when that music changes. Yes, with the death penalty in Final Fantasy VII, which is Vincent's ultimate weapon, it deals damage relative to how many enemies you've killed with it. There is a bug that allows it to roll over into what is effectively instant death. And it will kill everything in a single hit at that point, including the super bosses. It's technically the easiest way to kill Ruby and Emerald weapons. Oh, there's another way? Wow, Final Fantasy VII is buggy. You know what, let's let Enrique finish this.
Here goes!
Is that going to be enough for him? Yeah, I'm not sure about Barrett's missing score. I used the ultimate weapons so rarely. I usually only use them like right at the final boss.
I hope that
Because you don't get any AP growth with them. So I'm usually using something else with everybody for it. Noxus. Nice. Get off my plane! Cloud's Buster Sword is a big hunk of metal. Lock him in the brig. Now, I don't think there's anything special about Cloud's Buster Sword in terms of gameplay. It's more story significance. Yeah, pretty much. I do like the visual change for Ultimate Weapon with that, though. Yeah, the Draco. Is it because the gun looks really phallic? Yeah. Well, the Lynx shouldn't be able to stand up to Delphinus. The Draco I don't know about. Let's see how this goes. No, your cannon's wider than mine. I think you'll find mine is longer. $20? I think it's 20. Oh, he's gonna feel the Moonstone Cannon, I can assure you with that. Yeah, I don't generally use Tifa that much anymore because I don't like her limit break. Wow, even guarding, that's nasty. Okay, let's get ready for the Moonstone Cannon next turn, and we'll also launch some extra firepower. Just to make sure. We end up with the downside, though, of the only time we're in position to use the Moonstone Cannon is when he's in a position to use his big cannon. Don't worry, we got the guard. The guard is why the big cannon didn't do more damage. 5,000 even with the guard. Yeah. Here it comes again. This isn't face to face. The last time we fought was face to face. That is actually a good point. I keep forgetting that we have magic cannons. Alright, let's see how this goes. I doubt the Moonstone Cannon's going to take him in one shot. Chances are Bellas has improved and upgraded the links since the last time. I'll be ready for that. Yeah, I don't tend to use Tifa that much because I don't like the slot effect of her limit break. Here we go.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
The size of the hammer is the nail you're throwing it at. Wow, not as much armor as I would have expected. I guess Gregorio spoiled me somewhat.
Bring it on! Take this!
It's a nasty hit. That's why we guard for it. It always feels really risky using a low HP exploit. Like in Final Fantasy VIII, when you have the low HP with to take advantage of the limit break system. He'll prove he's the strongest man in the world by fighting ship to ship. They use Pincer, Sakras. Use hair kit. I'll put fire there. Right, we're going to end this next turn. Are we? No, we're not going to have enough. I've used too much SP. We're going to take the opportunity to recover. Nice. Thank you, Pinter. That is why you get a crew. Yeah, Aura's a fair point. But until you get Aura, it's a significant chunk of the game. It's like the Danger Mario run in Paper Mario. Essentially setting yourself up so even at full HP, even at max HP, Mario is considered in danger because his max HP is 5 HP. And then you use the badge that boosts his attack when his health is low. And you can do absurd damage. Okay, so I'm guessing Pincer's used up for this turn. That's good use of Pincer. We're going to be ready for the inevitable follow-up fight with Belazar and the Lynx. Taking his time, what's he planning? We could do, but I want to save the SP for the Moonstone Cannon. I was going to say special beam cannon then. It is a special beam cannon, but you know what I mean. You know, I'll give Vigorio that at one thing. He combines his attacks fairly well for major damage. Very dangerous. Okay, hopefully this will finish it. Let's see if this goes.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Almost. If the torpedo on the the Yamato spirits land, this will be it.
Bring it on! Take this!
It's dangerous. God, I feel like I might have actually done this wrong. I'm concerned he's actually going to take us out with his next shot, even with the guard. He chose not to fire. I was worried. If he'd fired the Draco cannon again, that would have been it. I put everything into that last Moonstone cannon shot. That was really risky. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. The start of this next fight, because we've got to be fighting the Lynx now. She is going to fight us again. Oh, she's not. Something's happening. I got a bad feeling about this. Auriga, that's what it was. I mentioned the, it's the name of the ship in Alien Resurrection. Why did I forget the name of it? Oh, jeez. Someone's awake. Kangen. You were double-crossing the Valuans. To be fair though, the Auriga wasn't an overly difficult fight. The trick was getting past its defences. It didn't hit as hard as Vigoro. It was a longer fight, but it wasn't as difficult. Well, it wasn't a difficult fight. Yeah, but he only got it with me once. Once we figured out how to deal with it, sorted. And since the game tells you how to deal with it, it wasn't so much of a problem. Here we go. This one's going to be different from both Rekumen and Grendel. We're actually aiming to take this thing down. I think you're right, Pearl. I think it is. Need everybody on the heel. Okay. There's one thing that can become kind of a problem with Skies of Arcadia. It's how many fights the game likes to throw at you without any save points between. Definitely an old school design. Good thing it's watching because we need the time to heal. Okay. And focus up and get ready for an attack the next round. Oh no, there it is. It's doing it. Yeah. Okay. Quicker. God. Do another Sacras there. Not yet. Not yet, Pearl. Want to get in a better fighting shape because this could take a while. And if we go down to this, we'll have to fight Vigoro again, and I don't want to fight for Vigoro again. Okay, so how much does that do when I'm guarded? 22. Alright. Then we can make this work until it pulls out the nasty attack. Speaking of Final Fantasy VIII though, we need to get back to that at some point. The problem is, Skies of Arcadia is just so good. No, that's not bad. Recovered from that turn's worth of damage. Increased our speed. We have the SP for this turn, we don't. Damn. Alright, let's see how this one works. I'm gonna say if we had the SP for this turn, we'd do Increm, but we didn't. Shame, I would have liked the Moonstone Cannon to do a little more damage. Come on. I feel like targeting it with Moonstone Cannon's gonna be a problem with how fast it's moving.
Fire!
Oh no, we got a problem. We got a point. Oh, that's a lot of health. That's more than I was expecting. You're right, it is. Very strong ship. It makes me question why the Voluans gave the ship to Mirage, considering the Delphinus is more powerful than any of their ships. Well, that looked nastier than it actually was. Oh, this is going to be nasty. There's its nasty attack. Ooh. And that was guarding as well. I got a bad feeling about this. Bounce of the blue wind, though. Trouble is, after the fight with Vigoro, we spent this entire battle on the defensive, and we can't remain that way. Not if we want to get anywhere. Blue is green. Blue is weak to green and purple. Prep that. Next time, if it pushes into position for that again, we'll use Pincer again. We need to be ready for it. Incredible. What else do we got? There. Ooh, the tension. Reminds me, I want to rework the stream layout at some point. Let me get around to that. Been putting it off for like a week since I thought of it. Launch a torpedo. Combine it with a Yamato spirit in the next turn. Consider how much damage the Moonstone Cannon did, and the percentage that actually worked out at. Yeah, I've not actually done the Piastol quest yet. I've not even started it. Let me get around to that. Because whether I'm going to complete it or not, I want to actually spend some time going through some of it. And then there's some of the wanted stuff. I've been waiting for that one, the one bounty that's actually really interesting. that changes your title. I don't want to spoil what it is for the people in the chat who haven't played it yet though, but it is an interesting bounty. Oh, I didn't expect it to do this again. Ugh. But the damage we did earlier, the combination of the Yamato Spirit and the Serpent Torpedo both hitting, was more than I expected, which means less focus on the Moonstone Cannon and focus on hitting it at specific points. It did more than that, that's the thing. Waiting for the Moonstone Cannon is going to take too long. That'll be why it didn't do as much damage that time. It did 15,000 last time. Or 70? It was 17,000. I think we're off the ropes now, though. This ain't good. I don't think they said it could combat. I think they said it rivals the power, or it's as powerful. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. War terms. No, it's fine. I have trouble getting my point across sometimes as well. This is gonna be nasty. I said we're off the ropes and we're about to go right back on them. So did you ever see the Skies of Arcadia track in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform? Very nice track. Wish that game did more with all the other Sega stuff than just the Sonic stuff. Because there's so much good stuff they could do. Like, there's a track based on Burning Rangers, but there's not a Phantasy Star track. Hoping the speed's the way to counter it, but I don't think it is. I feel like the way to counter it is to use the Moonstone Cannon on the same turn, and I didn't have the chance to. Didn't have the SP. Which means I could have done with re-evaluating where I used it. Oh sweet, it was the speed. Oh, the guard, it was the guard. Nice. Yeah, I want a torpedo there, guard. Want a Yamato Spirit to follow it up, and I want a Sacres to cover the damage we're going to take for this. Everybody gets positions. Yeah, it's a shame Sega doesn't do stuff like this anymore. Last Sega RPG I played was Shining Resonance Refrain, and it wasn't that good. It was like a subpar Tails clone. It's kind of a shame considering the legacy the Shining series has. That's right, move into position. Not as much as I hoped. Uh-oh. It's one thing I need to buy from the ship merchant next time, it's a complete kit for situations like this. Okay. So this does the damage I'm looking for, people. Come on, show your weak spot. Damn it. Oh, that's not the turn we're about to land those torpedoes. It was. Damn it. He's playing this really smart. Focus up. God. God. Hey, Sergeant. How you doing today, buddy? You missed the Vigoro fight where I barely made it through by the skin of my teeth. And then we immediately started Blueheim. Come on, don't do that much damage, come on. There we go, that's okay. Let's never make that noise again. Follow up this next turn with another Moonstone cannon fire. It is, but the last shot we did, it guarded on the Moonstone cannon turn, which is a problem. I'm not happy about it. God, God. This is actually legitimately tense. I'm loving this. I mentioned earlier about the idea of fights in RPGs that can take ages. And Skies of Arcadia definitely hits it with some of the later battles on foot. But the ship battles, that's good damage. The ship battles, I think, do it from fairly early on. There's like longer fights. And we've got harder fights coming up after this as well. Like, not immediately, but we've got harder fights later in the game. I wonder if we're going to get to the point where there's a stream that's just entirely either a single ship battle or a sequence. Dreamcast, I love the Dreamcast graphics, but we can't give the Dreamcast all the credit for this because the polygon count was increased for the GameCube version, which is what we're playing. I know we're wrong, the Dreamcast looks great. I love Dreamcast graphics. Nice follow-up. The Dreamcast, I love the Dreamcast graphics, they look great. But the GameCube version, Skies of Arcadia Legends, does have an increased poly count. It's better in almost every respect. The only... I was wondering then, was I going to go down to the cannons? The only way the GameCube port is inferior is in sound quality. The sound is compressed more. The cannon will finish it, yeah. It's kind of a shame, like, you listen to the soundtrack and the Dreamcast version has the higher quality soundtrack. Which I think is because the GameCube version was one mini DVD, whereas the Dreamcast version is 2 GD-ROMs. Here we go. End this. I feel like it's been a while we've been in it. There it is. We're not just incapacitating the Gigas anymore, we're taking them down. You know, that felt like kind of an underwhelming ending for that fight. But we did it. This one doesn't fall into a canyon and get stuck. This one doesn't get commanded to retreat to the sands. We straight up beat it. Oh, we're gonna use the stripes the minute I get the option. I'm surprised I got one for the Vigoro fight actually, since it means we end up with 2 to use immediately. Of course he surrenders, he's a coward. And the Valuans run with the tail between the legs. And Daigo finally put a shirt on. Oh yeah, there's always more crew members. We could do with revisiting Ixataka, actually. Which, Bellas has said they blew through the Sky Rock to get here from Ixataka rather than going through the Dark Rift, which means that will probably be our way back. So we should have the chance to visit Ixataka, actually. Yeah. To be fair, do we need the Blue Moon Crystal anymore? I mean, the idea of taking them was to prevent the prevent them from being used to revive the Gigas. And we just killed the blue Gigas. It ain't getting back up. Yeah, they might become better people, they might reflect on their mistakes and realise why they were wrong, or they might kill each other. Either way, it's a win-win. Yeah, I had this in my shirt. The green one was Grendel. It's a good idea for us to keep the red moon crystal and the green moon crystal because we didn't destroy Recumon or Grendel. Oh, these are schematics. You didn't actually give us an upgrade. Fair enough. I thought we had a goatee then, Mogi. It was kind of surprising that it could move fast enough to just... It moves really slowly, and then it punches you, and it moves way faster when it's punching you. Please, Prince Enrique, take care of her, if you know what I mean. That boulder is also really fast.
Yes.
This is why you're not part of the main group, Enrique. Or popularity. But yeah, I should go and get some complete kits. Does the merchant have them here? Yeah, fully healed, so that's good. Ica has the Delta Shield. Sergeant. Just the shield. We've already explored Yafutoma. Although there is one thing I do want to actually give a look at that might work. I didn't do, I didn't try going over the waterfall last time, so let's see if we can do that. Why did I not get that? I didn't notice it, that's why. We got the other treasure chest that required us to lift the bridge. No, it's not that I didn't notice it, I didn't go in the item shop. There we go. Yeah, gold is gold. Greetings. I come to buy things. There, what do you got for me? Buy one more. Make it a good number. Let's buy some of these. And one more. That's good. So long. Alright, where am I going? Go over there. I'm pretty sure you can go over the waterfall. Oh, actually, let's talk to these kids again. They were talking about rescuing Prince Daigo last time. Yeah, I don't know how you know the prince, kids. Alright, let's go do something that's probably going to be really stupid. There we go. Have I been to this area? No, I haven't. That was a good idea. Alright, that looks like it leads away, so let's check this house. Anything over here? Nope. On that telltale vibration on the controller, it tells me there's Chan there. You know, I think I've used just a shield once. Maybe I'll use it more as we go further. Imagine how weird it'd be to have a river flowing through the middle of your house. But then they also don't have a bed in here, so I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. On the other side. That leads somewhere. Hello, you building new homes? Oh, you have a name. I'm going to assume you're a crew member. Maybe you should. Okay. Oh, I remember Rala. Which reminds me, that guy in Esperanza, Don, I think his name was. We could. What was that? Weird. We can recruit him once we get back from Yafutoma. What a weird method of transport. Get in the tub. Urala. I saw her somewhere, but I don't remember where. Because I made suggested a thought that maybe it's a mistranslation and it's supposed to be ooh la la in reference to Space Channel 5, which is why I remember it. Which is over there. Moonstones. And that's not an actual answer, but it's the answer you're going to be given. There you are. It's like whenever you ask for an explanation of anything serious in Star Wars, the answer is the Force. The answer here is Moonstones. Well, you know, Polly would probably like some time off. Two cooks. Well, you know, it was actually worth going around checking with everybody else. I think Corral is actually the first builder we've got. And my guess is the next destination we want to go for is Crescent Isle, but there is a bunch of stuff we can check around the world. Visit Ixataka again, check if anyone there wants to join the crew. Go back to Sailor's Island. Talk to the doctor. Drop the moonfish off. Oh, you don't have a complete kit. The deluxe kit is worth it though. 8,000 without using any SP or MP. And only for 75 gold. We get like 40 of these. Alright, let's go. What stuff? You mean in here? Bigger. Oh, that's the underwater suit. It's what we use in the temple to go underwater. Alright, let's actually save the game because we haven't saved it since before the Vigoro fight. Let's head back out on the open sky. Maybe we should. Let's discover that the Earth is actually round. Yes, she did. I'm not going through the Dark Rift again. Let's go prove that the Earth is round and let's get paid for it. Yes, we got him. You had to have Polly with you to get him, but we got him.
Yes. Let's go.
Around the world in 20 minutes. Let's see, we are heading east. Efutoma, Mount Kazai, Tenko Island. There it is, the Great Stone Wall. So Bellas has said they blew a hole in it somewhere. These guys are green, which means fire. I love it when we get the one hit on the multi-enemy skills.
That was easy.
Yeah. Oh, Vice is actually fully leveled up red. Huh. I want to go back to the bridge. Lawrence, let me take the helm again. I want to actually look at the map. So if they came from Ixataka, current position would suggest south. There. Yes, we get back to Ixataka. There is the black market merchant where we can sell discoveries. We have Yafutoma as a discovery, definitely. Get him.
Here goes.
Nice. I feel like counter-attacking these guys is the most reliable way to actually hit them.
Yeah.
Considering how high their evasion tends to be. Damn it.
That was fun.
Ooh, Sacrum. Okay, now where is the gap that they blew open? Is that it? That's it. And we're back. Isn't that a discovery in itself? Or is that does that wait until we get to Crescent Isle? Okay, blue enemies.
Fire consume my.
Oh, that worked. Come on.
Yeah.
Damn it. Wait, this is green. There we go. Because we don't need to level up red anymore with Vice.
An utter victory.
And outside of actually going out of my way to grind, I'd rather not waste the time. Hey Professor, how you doing tonight, buddy? Black man. What that does? Oh, enemy encounters. Cool. There you are. Come here. I got some discovery information for you. The Black Moonstone. The Afutoma. And the Ugusiu's Nest. Hidden stash, you say? Area blocked off by stone reefs or skyrockets. Oh yeah, that did come out today, didn't it? I still can't believe the price they're charging for that. Endless Sands. The higher regions of NASA. That's probably after we upgrade our engine. Nature imitates life. South Ocean. Okay. Station Predator. South Ocean. Women Warriors. Somewhere on the new continent, so it's Ataka. Somewhere on the Valuan continent. Not too good. Oof. Somewhere in Valua towards the west. Bird bigger than a ship near the new continent. Came back from the new continent, which suggests to the north of Ixataka. Well, I would have thought the main reason not to get the Remind DLC is the price. £25 for the DLC. And it's like, you know what, Square, learn to price stuff. North coast of Valua. Straits. North Valua. Yeah, I think it is, actually. I have no idea where that is, though. Some island in Yafutoma. North of a big mountain. Past the Dark Rift on the Afatoman side. The best time to start looking for some of these discoveries will be once we get the improvement to the engine to allow us to go above or below the clouds. Sacred Pole in the new continent. Okay, I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. North Ocean. It's all of it. Let's talk to the king. See if there's anything going on here. That's right. You know what? He's got a point. Well, that becomes part of the concern, doesn't it? The idea that what if they were holding back the Final Fantasy characters specifically for DLC? Alright, let's head back to Horteka. Ian, come in. There we go. Because it wouldn't surprise me if that was what they were aiming for. I love how the Valoons are the ones that blasted through the stone wall, but we're the ones that are going to get the credit for discovering the world is round. What am I after? There was a guy who I think would probably be a navigator around here. You think they completely forgot that the Final Fantasy characters were part of the appeal? I could believe it both ways. Either way, it's not a good show. It's either negligence on the part of Square for forgetting why people were interested in Kingdom Hearts in the first place, or deliberately leaving them out for the sake of later money. But either way, it doesn't paint a good picture for Square. But it's kind of misstep that Square's been doing a bunch recently. Right, so that's how we're going to get him on board the ship. We need to find that all-women ship, which was a discovery. You know, that... I feel like that idea would be less Square's intention and more Disney's, if that was a deliberate move. Because everything that's original in Kingdom Hearts is owned by Disney. Sora is owned by Disney. It feels really weird that you feel it's a Square property that features Disney characters, but it's not. It's a Disney property that features Square characters, despite being developed and published by Square. So we'll go find that ship full of women. You know, Hans might be willing to join us. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Disney were a big part of the problem. Like, Disney, like Marvel specifically, were a big part of the problem with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Birth by Sleep had a decent focus on a couple of Square characters, didn't it? Or am I just thinking Zack? I guess we come back later for Hans. And check with him again just to make sure. Alright. It's just Zack. Yeah, they removed Laguna, didn't they? He was supposed to be in the Mirage Arena, but they removed him in development. He is. Well, I know Marvel, owned by, like, since they were owned by Disney, were a big part of the problem with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's development. Restrictions, demands on specific characters being excluded, not putting any money into the development. Which feels crazy. It's why a lot of the parts of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite are a very obvious rehash of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They also demanded, actually, one of the stupidest things was the demand that they remove the cel-shaded comic book style. I don't want to go through South Ocean. Well, they don't introduce new stories with most of Chain of Memories. A lot of it is just a rehash of the original game. Which is one of the most irritating parts of it. That it doesn't play great, and so much of it is empty space and retelling the first game again. But the stuff that doesn't retell the first game is very important to the main plot. That ship. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I remember Dream Drop Distance, mostly with the advertising. They didn't really focus on any of the Final Fantasy characters. The only stuff they really wanted to show off was the World Ends With You characters. Nice.
That was easy.
Really is a shame what happens to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Oh, the Captain strikes. Really is a shame what happened with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because underneath all the problems with it, it's actually a really solid fighting game. The Will-O-Wisps. I woke up in the middle of the night and saw something glowing out near some unpopulated islands. I thought I was just seeing things at first, but then the light started moving around in these weird patterns. An anonymous sailor. Well, that becomes part of the problem because, as I remember the advertisement and the interest from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 in high school, it was all about Disney cross Final Fantasy, and it's weird that they dropped that. And I suppose it leaves the concern of I suppose it leaves the concern of, is Kingdom Hearts 3 the story that Nomura wanted to tell with Final Fantasy stuff? Or is it the story he was forced to compromise because of Disney?
Fire consume my enemy!
But, you know, they'll never actually tell us. I mean, if the series dies, maybe at some point in 20 years there'll be an interview with Nomura on some website where somebody's like, so what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3 in the series' inevitable decline, the way it went? And Nomura will turn around, no longer bound by an NDA, and trying to keep good relations up between companies and say, Disney happened. Between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, they got a lot bigger. A giant's hammer. A strange structure found in the northern regions of Ixtaka. It was named Giant's Hammer for its unusual shape. But there are many local legends that tell of giants, so perhaps the name is not far from the truth. Awesome, and I'm seeing that's got to be Gordo's restaurant. Let's go take a look, because this is new. Hello! Wow, that's expensive. 4,000 gold per person, and you can actually buy it. So that's 12,000 gold. There's got to be a reason to actually do that. Where's the chat? Oh, interesting. Where's this chat? Go away. Yeah, the focus on Pixar worlds felt really disappointing. There we go. It's like, I feel Kingdom Hearts was a series that lived entirely on nostalgia. Nice, Cupid's Spear. Nostalgia for the classic movies, and to an extent, nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII, to begin with at least. Oh, you're Domingo. Yeah, I think with him, the condition is you need to have found a certain number of discoveries. "30 discoveries. How many do we have?" Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. Okay. But what was I saying? Yeah, the nostalgia for the Pixar movies doesn't hit me as hard. Maybe because I was never overly into the Pixar stuff, and I lost interest in it as it went on. Yeah, the trailers definitely gave too much away. Like, they showed off pretty much, like, almost every world, certainly every Pixar-related world. feel like the trailers just kept pushing in a desperate attempt to convince you it was actually finally going to come out. And it was a mistake. If we head around north of the lure... That's the Giant's Hammer. But like, Big Hero 6, I've not seen, no nostalgia for it. Even though I had seen it, it's too new to be having nostalgia. You know, if there's one Pixar movie I would be nostalgic for, it's The Incredibles. And they didn't have The Incredibles in there. The Toy Story one, fine. I get people would be interested in that. I don't overly care. But people love Toy Story and it's been around long enough to actually be justified. Frozen? The Frozen one was kind of stupid.
Fire consume my enemies!
It seems like a lot of people had fun with the selfie feature. Yeah, the spoiler in Lord of the Rings that Gandalf returns in Two Towers was kind of irritating. Well, I kept saying, didn't I? Recess World, get rid of the 100 Acre Wood, replace it with Recess. There's the minigame world. I was saying that for years. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think searching for discoveries, the best time for it is after you get the upgraded engine, so you can go above and below the clouds. Because when you're above or below the clouds, you don't have to deal with random encounters.
Take this.
Like the Frozen world.
An utter victory.
It came out long enough after Frozen, but people were still sick of Frozen. That's interesting. That's not a... What? That's not a Dark Rift. Jeez, that sounds terrifying. The Lighthouse Ruins. Originally an ancient ruin, it was converted into a lighthouse to guide Valuan ships returning from the north. But as the centre of Valuan culture shifted south, the once great lighthouse faded from people's memories. Does Disney actually own the rights to the Narnia series? Like, they did Narnia movies, but did they license the rights, or do they actually own it? Speaking of, I heard a really disturbing thought recently that Disney's trying to acquire the rights to the Lord of the Rings series since Christopher Tolkien died. Which is one of those things that I feel that the rights to the Lord of the Rings series should remain with the Tolkien estate. And pretty much forever. Yeah, pretty much. Disney owns way too much as it is. But no, the Frozen stuff, like, it was a while after Frozen came out anyway. But we were all sick of Frozen. Like, what about a Rescuers Down Under movie? Rescuer Down Under. Well, that becomes the question: who is left in the Tolkien estate to decide that? Christopher Tolkien holding on to it was possibly because he was Tolkien's son. It was his father's work. He respected it. But beyond that, the idea that they might grab them is terrifying. Yeah, like, why was there not a Rescuers Down Under world? Like, The Rescuers isn't a great movie. The Rescuers Down Under is. A blue. I don't think it's a case of sense with Lucas. Lucas had legitimate reasons just want to get out of it. And I think it's hilarious the way it's worked out. That what Disney has done with Star Wars. Like, they bought Lucasfilm from Lucas and were immediately like, we're doing sequel trilogy. And Lucas was like, I've written a treatment for a sequel trilogy, here's what I think should happen. And Disney were like, cool, in the bin. And their sequel trilogy came out garbage, and they've hired Lucas back as a consultant for the whole thing. I imagine Disney were in the position to offer more money. Like, let's be fair. Oh, what is it I want to say? Yeah, let's be fair, Fox weren't sold to Disney because they were doing really well, movie-wise. No, I don't. I do not. The thing with Disney, as far like we talk entirely Marvel. And Disney took a while to get Marvel right. And they got lucky by having someone like Kevin Feige in charge. And by letting him do his own thing with it. And he's made the money to justify the, to justify listening to what he's doing. Now, what I was saying before, I got it confused. What I meant was, like, Disney didn't make the money to buy Fox from Star Wars. They made that money from Marvel. You know, there was actually a set of videos I was watching recently, because I'm kind of tired of a lot of the negativity that I've been going through recently. Like, with Star Wars and, you know, a lot of the other stuff. I'm tired of negativity. I ended up watching, rather than sitting down and watching more of the Everything Wrong With stuff, I finally decided to watch the Everything Great About videos that are kind of like an antithesis to them. And I sat down and watched the Everything Great With Dread, the reboot with Carl Urban, and it was a really good video. And I ended up watching the 3 videos he did on Everything Great About the prequel trilogy, and it was really good stuff. And it's put me in a mood to rewatch the prequel trilogy again. It's been a while since I've gone through all 3 of the prequels. Yeah, the old Disney stuff was pretty good. I was never into the live-action stuff. But, like, the old Disney cartoons were really fun. Recess was fun. Some of the series that were based on the movies they did were fun. Like, the Hercules TV show was good. I enjoyed The Emperor's New School. There did used to be Fox Kids. That's where stuff like the Spider-Man animated series and the X-Men animated series came from.
An utter victory.
You know, I never actually watched Goof Troop. My experience, my knowledge of Max as Goofy's son and Max and Goofy's relationship comes entirely from the Goofy movie. Is that a pirate ship? Oh, that's the map. We found that. Which means Nasrad is right here, so let's sell some discovery information before we go back to Crescent Isle. Because that stuff becomes invalid after certain story sequences. The Recess intro is classic. Damn it.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Damn. But I feel like the most recent cartoon that Disney did that was actually worth anything was Phineas and Ferb. But I feel like that ended a while ago. I don't know, I don't keep up with that stuff anymore. Was Gravity Falls Disney? Because I heard that was really good. Or was that Nickelodeon?
An utter victory.
DuckTales is another case of I never saw the series, my knowledge of it, and most of my knowledge of Scrooge, the nephews, and the entirety of my knowledge of whatever the girl was called. I want to say Dot, but I feel like that's something else. Is from the DuckTales movie. And, of course, Launchpad McQuack, because we can't forget Launchpad McQuack. Why was Launchpad McQuack not in Kingdom Hearts? I could have just gone this way. Yeah, he played the villain, didn't he? Murloc. Will you join my crew? Okay. You know what? At some point, we're gonna have to do the Darkwing Duck game because it has Launchpad McQuack in it. I got some discoveries for you, my boy. That reminds me, did I ever turn in the bounty for Gordo? Oh, the bounties are turned in automatically, aren't they? Gargoyles... Was Gargoyles Disney? I feel like Gargoyles might have been Fox Kids. I had Keith David in it. Now, if you've never played the Darkwing Duck game, it's kind of like Mega Man on the NES. You could argue it's the pseudo 7th Mega Man game on NES. Really worth a look. Not quite as tightly designed as the Mega Man games were, but it's still really good. Was it in that Disney Afternoon collection they did a couple of years back? Huh. Also, I want to go to Maramba. There we go. The pirate will stay out of my way if he knows what's good for him. Oh, only one of these is fire-based. These are ice. That's weird. Okay, so green on him. Yeah, that works.
Fire consume my enemy!
Yeah, Dan Castellaneta did voice the genie. It was, Eternal Jafar was basically a pilot for that. And because the whole Robin Williams problem of them, you know, completely going back on their promises with him, they replaced him with Dan Castellaneta for the second movie. And the series.
Did it!
And he reprises his role in Kingdom Hearts. And he's not bad, but there are times when you can just hit, when all you can hear in his voice is Homer. And there's just some times where you can tell that it's not the original voice actor, and the problem is the original voice actor was too distinctive. The Little Mermaid cartoon and the Hercules cartoon got around that with the villains, because Hades was still voiced by James Woods and Ursula was still voiced by Pat Carroll, and they both again reprised the roles in Kingdom Hearts. Alright, let's try this again. We tried this a few sessions ago, but we were not ready for it. I think I've said before that, I think the bounties scale with you. Yeah, that is definitely a shame.
What? Prepare.
Right, here we go. Do the bounty. Okay, they are both red, which means ice. Focus on Barter. That's a lot of damage. Why do I feel like that guy was voiced by Christopher Walken? I'm probably getting confused with True Crime. Christopher Walken was in True Crime Streets of LA, I definitely remember that. Yeah, this fight again. And my suspicion that the bounties scale with you feels justified, because this guy's doing way too much damage to not have scaled with us. Damn it, quicker is 6. But the good news is we're definitely better prepared this time. Because we can do more. They're stronger, but we can do more. Oh wow, I didn't realise it was getting close to the end of the close to the time for the end of the stream. Probably shouldn't have started this fight. Jeez. Alright. So we want to take Barter, and for the most part ignore Rupee for a while. Lunar Blessing, definitely. But actually, go back. There are Sakras at Fina. Lunar Blessing, and then you attack Barter. Well, for the most part, I'm really just, right now, doing the buffs before we do anything else. But because of the way the SP system works, I can either focus while this is going on with characters who aren't actually doing the buffs, or I can attack. So I'm attacking. But lowering the defense is a good point. We'll be doing that in a minute. Is that going to counter Incram? Damn it.
Let's try this.
Damn it, it has. That's not fair, come on. You did no damage, you shouldn't be able to counter that. Okay, quicker. Fact, actually. Attack. Quicker. Okay, so it's Enrique who has drilling. What I want is Lunar Cleansing to get rid of the debuff. Yeah, he's drilling. And Sacres.
Move.
But that suggests that Incremus is not worth the SP it's going to cost. If Rupee can just do that.
Moves. Give me strength.
Up to speed. Yeah, I do. The way I've not been focusing on any. Ugh. I've not been focusing on any particular colour yet, so I've mostly just been using them as they are weaknesses to whatever we're up against. And yellow is the weakness to very little. Let me see. Yeah, yellow is the weakness to very little. Okay. And then you do drill, and that should counteract that. Oh boy. Might be worth defending next turn.
Over there.
Could do with you actually going a little faster, Enrique.
Moons, give me strength.
Yeah, I think I actually do have glyphs of speed. That's a good point, that, Sergeant. See, there is my concern about doing Glyph of Strength. Unless that lowers the strength as well, unless lowers speed as well. Yeah, it's lowered speed. Glyph of Might. Power of one ally. Glyph of Speed. We end up with the problem of Rupee removing it. Okay, so everybody's been debuffed except Ica. Lunar Cleansing. And try drilling again.
Moves.
Well, thanks for the advice, Sergeant. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Damn. That's nasty. And that's a problem. Great.
Take this.
Great. That's not what I wanted. Lasted one turn, but it's done its damage. Okay, let's see. Rizzling Crystal. Good thing I stocked up on those. Kinda doubt it's gonna stone anybody. Luna wins. They're both still buffed. So get rid of that. From the looks of it, I think it did hurt. He's not getting up again. Oh no, there he is, he's fine. Maybe it didn't hurt, I don't know. Ah! I'd love to take him out, but focusing on him means that he's gonna do the super attack that does way too much damage. God damn it. Of course we have Delta Shield. I forget what Delta Shield does. Been that long since I've used it. Not bad. The trick is knowing when he's going to do it unless we intend to do it every turn. Which I guess we might as well. Let's see, who is currently affected? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Luna Cleansing, then Delta Shield. If we use items, that'll go through the blockade as well. That should work. Alright, let's do that then. Yeah. That's my main concern with it.
Delta Shield!
It's nice that it warns you though. You end up with stuff like Final Fantasy where they would not. There we go, the damage we're actually after. You end up with stuff like in Final Fantasy where they won't warn you about that kind of thing with M barrier or shell. That'd be Justice Shield you're thinking of. Yeah. And follow up with Royal Blade. Justice Shield cuts physical defense and physical damage in half. That's actually a good one for this turn, actually. Good call.
May righteousness be our shield. Shield of justice.
Because we know that Barta is gonna do his big punch on somebody. And it's Vice again. Nice. Yeah, it's only 1,000 hit points.
Yeah. Here goes.
Physical damage in half. Nice. We actually pull in enough SP now per turn to do both Delta Shield and Justice Shield every turn. But the question is the viability of that. And the Sacres Crystal on Vice. Put the regen back on him. Delta shield. Doing it again, so we'll use the Justice Shield next turn. If he's gonna keep doing that, that'll be a problem.
This should work.
What can we do with this, I wonder? And then another Justice Shield, because he's going to hit somebody again. Is it Vice again? Yeah, oh, it's Enrique. Fair enough. Ooh, nice rainbow colour. Okay. Another Delta Shield. Now let's try drilling again. See how this will work. That's nasty. That's worse. That's convenient.
Move! Give me strength!
How much damage are we looking at? Not bad. Gives Fina a decent attack output.
Moons, give me strength.
That's a miss. I'm going to assume it's just not going to work at all then. Enrique could probably do with Sacralin then. No, not Rain of Swords. Sacralin. Yeah, everyone else is fine. And attack. Okay, what are we doing with this next turn? I'm glad we did that in time.
Let's try this!
For the damage output we're getting out of Cutlass Fury, it's probably better to focus on magic damage. He's got a high physical defense, we should probably focus on magic damage instead, which means Fina and Ica will be our major attackers for this. Except Ica is using Delta Shield. Delta Shield, just a shield, that's 8. Delta Shield. Do a Crystales as well. And then just a shield for the 4. No, it isn't. It's 6, not 4. Which means go higher and do Crystalum. And then just a shield. Bam. Delta Shield. Going after Enrique again? Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. feel like his physical defense must have gone up since the start of the fight. It's not great damage.
Move! Give me strength!
That is better. Skyfang. Skyfang. Never used any MP for Ica. Get rid of that problem Enrique has. Skyfang. That's going to boost his defense too high. Oh no, if we get the critical hit. You know, I wonder, is he weak to poison? We can't do that now if we want to do Delta Shield and Lunar Winds to get rid of the buff. He's probably not weak to poison. Skyfang. Oh, you motherfucker. Well, this fight just restarted. The issue is you feel like you want to take out Rupee first. But taking out Rupee first leads to him doing the big attack that involves Barter. Him kicking Barter at you, which is major damage. Special. What do you mean special? Well, knocks it. Do you have something particular in mind? Felt like that was reliable, maybe. I feel like we're at a stalemate now. They're not going to do enough damage fast enough to stop us. But if it keeps casting Sacrolan or Sacras,
Moons, give me strength.
come on, show me something good. Damn it.
Prepare yourself.
Pirate's Wrath? I don't think so. We have all the special moves we can actually get at this point. Unless there was another one we could get after the last time I checked. But the last time I checked was after the Blueheim fight. Okay, let me see about this idea. Okay, so just a shield next turn. Delta Shield, thankfully, gonna stop that. Counters quite a bit. Okay. Delta. Focus. Justice. What I want to do what I'm doing at the minute is building up the SP to unload a bunch of attacks at once. You say him, you mean Barter or Rupee though? I feel like we've got enough of the game left to go that we're not ready to learn that yet. And the Sacres. Oh, it's gonna do it again. I will say it was a good idea to use Delta Shield. And boy am I glad I interpreted your meaning right for it to use it every turn. Otherwise, we would have been in real trouble before this. That is not helpful. Yeah. Delta. You know, we could probably fit a Cutlass Fury in here, actually. Just so we don't... Just so we actually have... SP to regenerate next turn. Just so we're not hitting the cap and not getting any extra. That'd be a waste. I was going for Ica.
Take that!
Can he be silenced?
Give me strength!
No. Of course he can. Okay. I'm heavily tempted at this point to focus on Rupee to try and get him out of the way so we can't heal Barter again. The issue with that is that he's able to do the special move where he kicks Barter at somebody, which does major damage. Anybody got any thoughts on that? You think just a shield would negate that enough? I'm not sure. Maybe we should take the risk, because this fight isn't going anywhere otherwise. Oh, I didn't realise we're actually fighting on our ship. When we tried this last time, we still had that little jack. So the environment changed. That's neat. Let's do this. Should. Yeah. Do a Sacras. One acre. Just a shield. Okay. Make this work. We're not. Using Skull Shield creates the concern of, at that point, the only person attacking is Fina. And Fina's not going to do that much damage.
Let's try this.
Because then we've got Vice doing Skull Shield, Ica doing Delta Shield, Enrique doing just a shield. And it'll cover a lot of the damage we'll take, but we won't be putting anything out. It's a good idea, but if we're doing Skull Shield, I feel like it should replace just a shield. Let's give that a try, actually. Replace just a shield with Skull Shield. And throw a Crystallum at Rupee, and then Royal Blade. See how this turn goes.
Pirates of old, defend our cause!
Delta shield.
Oh, this is going to be good. Using a Skull Shield and just a shield when he does that isn't a bad idea.
Give me strength.
No, he's got a high magic defense. Crystallum is practically worthless. There we go. Good damage. Okay, so now we'll use just a shield and Skull Shield. Focus, I guess. Okay, so it didn't do any less damage. Makes me think Skull Shield isn't used for special attacks. Alright, so that's defending counter attacks. Gotta be first standard attacks then. That's Fury, Delta. Heal, Justice. Alright, see how this goes. He hasn't done the special attack yet, which is surprising. That was what broke this last time. He's almost at half health.
Let's try this.
Really shouldn't have started this near the end of the stream. Just this. Delta. I like that the shield moves seem to always go before attacks. Oh, he's not doing them. Why? seems like his tactic's working though. Until Bart turns around and heals Rupee. Like that. But that's Sakura, so that's only 500. There it is, Berserk Rupee. Even with the defense, that's too much for Fina. That's too much for anybody. Which is worrying. Means we have to take a turn off from attacking so that Vice can raise Fina and Aika and Rike can still do the shields. But it didn't look like just the shield did anything for that. Even if it did, that was not enough. That would have killed any of them. That's worrying.
Here goes.
Now we have the concern that Fina isn't regenerated. Leave that. If we can focus on Rupee long enough to put him down, now Fina regenerate after he's down. Right, he's doing that to Vice. It's weird because Justice Shield's clearly working on Legendary Punch, but not Berserk Rupee. He's going for Fina again. Alright, almost there. Thank God we got the Rizzlin crystals to replace the Risen crystals, because they were worthless. I really shouldn't have left Piastol this late.
Here goes.
Yeah. The problem really is, it's not even the Sakras, it's the Sakrulin that was the problem, but like, after that, Arta's defense is weird. Sometimes he takes a load of damage, sometimes he doesn't. I don't get it. Oh, there's 1,000. That's almost taken care of that last 2 turns of healing. There goes Fina again. Well, everybody just keeps aiming at Fina. Okay. Gonna try something risky here. I'm not sure Guardian would do enough to reduce that damage. That's like 3,000. I don't know that it would reduce it enough. But here's hoping Cutlass Fury plus Royal Blade will be enough to finish him. Yes! Yeah, don't worry about it. I appreciate you tuning in, Clem. And at least you got to see before you go that this fight is going to go in my favour. Thanks for joining us, Clem. Take care, buddy. I'll see you next time.
May righteousness be our shield.
But now with Rupee down, we can actually do this fight. Why did I cast Delta Shield again?
Here goes.
I should have Vice Attack and Ica Raise. But this fight's finally going somewhere and it's only taken like 40 minutes. Jeez. Alright. And Bart is at full health. We essentially wasted a lot of time there. No, let's do standard attack. Lunar Blessing and standard. Because Rupee really is the big trouble with this fight. I either forgot or I didn't realise he'll do Sacrilege. That can't be something he'll do at lower levels. But then again, the journey through the South Ocean was bullshit because it had enemies that would just straight up do... Oh, it's not good. Had enemies that would just straight up cast instant death 100%.
Take this. Take this, you could.
Like, we go through South Ocean, and South Ocean is full of enemies that are doing in the 100% guaranteed instant death spells. Meanwhile, we get through South Ocean, and we come up against enemies that are doing the not guaranteed instant death spells, and it's like, what the hell was the balance in there? That all you got? That all we got? There we go, critical. Yeah, I wonder if the character attacks the back, is that a guaranteed critical hit? I wonder if it works out that way. Okay, Cutlass Fury. Sacrilege Crystal's probably a good idea. Focus. Sacrilege Crystal. And Royal Blade. Oh shit. He's not even charging up for it anymore. That's worrying.
Let's try this.
That's not enough damage. Flip it round. He's weak to magic, presumably. And Ica and Fina have higher magic damage. Stall them. Stall them. Okay. Because they can't debuff us, a motherfucker. Well, that's a Sacrilege Crystal wasted.
Moons, give me strength.
But they can't debuff us anymore, so make use of this. Again, that's a Sacrilege Crystal wasted. Damn it.
Give me strength.
Well, that's the thing, we kept throwing drill at him and he just wouldn't do it. Then we did it like 3 or 4 times. That's great. That's great use of a Saccharin crystal. Let's see this. Increments is 16. Alright. I think the best we can hope for is to just pull out just the shield again. Since he can do legendary punch without any warning now. Which means I want to do just the shield and probably increments as well.
Give me strength.
Alright. See if that'll work. Actually, heal yourself, Bites. Stall him. Stall him. And then just a shield.
May righteousness be our shield. Shield of justice. Here goes.
There it is again. Alright, at least 1200's more manageable. That's interesting, it actually does knock him across the field. I could do decent damage this way. Yeah, it's not bad. Looking about 1200 per turn. Let's see. 16 leaves us with 6. Doesn't leave us with enough for just a shield. Alongside the Crystarums. So let's give Fina a boost, see if that does anything. See if Incrum affects magic as well. We've got this in the bag, we might as well do a bit of experimentation. Took a while, but we are pretty much guaranteed the victory now.
Move! Give me strength!
Don't worry about it, I don't think you'll miss anything.
Move! Give me strength!
Moons, give me strength.
Alright, we'll see if that does anything for Fina's damage output. If it does, it means Incrum affects magic strength as well, rather than just physical. Something worth knowing.
Move! Give me strength!
See, this is the double-edged sword of waiting till later to do the bounties. You're more capable later on. The Rislan crystals over the Risen crystals. The greater ice magic. The higher SP regeneration. But in turn, the bounties are also tougher to beat. There's got to be an optimal point in the game to take some of these bounties on. Almost. I didn't pay attention to see if Fina did any extra damage there. You know, this will be my last chance. See if this works. Okay, so it was around 620 to 590. No, Incrum does not increase magic power. Good to know.
We did it!
And that was about an hour. And there was like 50 minutes. Jeez. 2 level ups for that. Oof. Hard earned is right.
Yeah!
Gonna make carpets.
Yeah!
I think that is 3 of the 4 bounties done then that we currently have. Let's check the super moves to make sure we can't get any of them. So we're about as far as we can go with super moves right now. Gotta be specific points you unlock though, is that? Yeah, I just beat Rupee Larso. Give me the money. I got more than that for actually winning the fight. So now we took out Baltor, but he's probably going to try and do it again. Swarm Vengeance. Leader was a young boy making carpets. The Gourmet Pirate now. And Barrett. No idea where he is. You can find them in specific treasure chests. Some fights give them. I think boss fights specifically. That's a huge boost to the attack. Might regret that. That's not bad. And check what we got here. Yeah, that's fine for now. Now let's go rest at an inn, and I think we'll sail back to Sailor's Island, throw off the moonfish, and end there. With the intention of finding Piastol next time. I want to bed for the night. Piastol's gonna be tough. Never actually ended up finishing her side quest when I did this as a kid. Because you fight her multiple times and she gets harder every time. Save the game. The good news is it's not far to Sailor's Isle. Sailor's Island? Sailor's Isle? It's not far to that island port place. Yeah. There we go. So I want to head west. Okay. There it is. And there's the doctor.
Hi.
Hi. I want to see what we're getting. I'll be close to getting to another form. Come on, give me something good. Fish. What else have we got? Oh, it's evolving. You know what, the first transformation was a notable difference because the eggshell disappeared and it got the big tail on the head. This one just looks like it got fatter. Oh, the head tail might have gotten longer, but the camera angle does not really demonstrate that very well. Honestly, I want to see what it'll turn into at the end. I assume it's going to be something interesting. But chances are we're not actually going to see that. I know we missed at least one moonfish. There was that one in the volcano. Okay. No, it's not good enough. Damn. I think Piastol is supposed to be somewhere north of Sailor's Isle. But hopefully it's not going to glitch my system. I don't want to do all of this again. Isn't there a safety? Oh, you know, we should talk to Anne actually, because we found her father. What a happy ending. You know, I think this place actually gets new items regularly, so let's check this before we end. You're new. If filling socket U is going to lead to a boss fight. Let's not do that. I have to remember that for next time, actually. Okay, new weapons. Nah. What a shame. I'm disappointed now. Alright, so we save the game here. That means on the way out we'll see that guy and we'll definitely be able to... definitely should remember to talk to him because he was not there before. And I think that's going to be the next bounty, so that'll be interesting. But in the meantime, that's going to call an end to tonight's stream. I want to thank everybody for watching. I always appreciate the support. Thanks for sticking with me through the... Let's be fair, the train wreck of the rupee fight. That could have gone way better. Big special thanks to everybody who joined the chat. That's Bane, Clem, Professor, Pearl, and Sergeant. Big thank you to Pearl for the follow. I always appreciate that. Thank you for joining us, friend. Yeah, this is a nice ending screen. We will be back on Sunday, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, with more Skies of Arcadia Legends. I don't want to stop this game. I'm really enjoying this. We'll go back to Final Fantasy VIII eventually, but I want to keep doing for Skies of Arcadia. It's great. If only Sega would re-release it on a modern system with a better price point. It's like, hey, you want to get this game? You want to get this game legitimately? Well, you got to go out and buy either a GameCube or a Wii, and then you're forking out a lot of money to pick up a copy. And let's be fair, you don't want to play the original Dreamcast version when this is an option, because the encounter rate is near. But come on, Sega, re-release this. But anyway, no. Thank you so much to everybody who joined the stream. Once again, big special thanks to Bane, Professor, Clem, Sergeant, and Pearl for joining the chat. It's what keeps the streams going. Thank you, Sergeant and Pearl, for all the tips today. Especially during the rupee fight, they were very helpful. Once again, back Sunday, 8 PM, Greenwich Mean Time GMT. In the meantime, that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And I'll catch you next time.